Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, Dominica joins other CARICOM states in urgent meeting on new strain of the COVID-19 virus in the UK. Another warning to the public to adhere to health protocols this week with active COVID-19 cases in Dominica at 9. And Non-Stop Praises Ministry collaborate with country music singer Julian Revere to brighten up Christmas at the Grotto Community Hostels. The details coming up.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Dominica participated in an urgent meeting Monday convened by the Caribbean Public Health Agency CAFA with chief medical officers in the CARICOM region, PAHO and the OECS Commission to discuss the SARS-CoV-2 variant in the UK. The Ministry of Health is following closely the developments in the UK where there's a new strain of the COVID-19 virus. The SARS-CoV-2 variant was identified in the UK on the 13th of December.
We are very pleased for the support provided by CAFA and the Pan American Health Organization in this respect. The World Health Organization, WHO, has advised that further virological studies be conducted to understand fully the specific mutation found in the United Kingdom. So although there is intense transmission from all reports and rapid spread in the areas where the variant SARS-CoV-2 strain were found, there is no evidence to date as yet which suggests this new strain of virus is causing more deaths as yet. Dominica's public health response to any public health issue is always guided by the best available evidence. So in keeping with the basic principles and practices to reduce risks of transmission of all acute respiratory infections, we continue to advise avoid close contacts with persons suffering from any flu-like symptoms, frequent hand washing with soap and water. Persons with symptoms of acute respiratory infection should practice cough etiquette. Can't emphasize that enough. And wearing of masks in public, as you have heard, which is mandatory. Of course, within all of our healthcare facilities, we're enhancing our standard infection prevention and control practices in light of this new report. For us in Dominica, we are constantly seeking to improve on protocols for COVID-19 pandemic. New information and knowledge, as you have heard, so new information and knowledge about COVID-19 are being generated all the time, and our protocols will be adjusted accordingly. In order to improve our clinical management of persons who had COVID-19 in the past and are entering Dominica, we are looking to see how best we can capture that information before they actually enter Dominica.
Dr. Johnson says vaccination will facilitate the proper clinical management of visitors to Dominica who are being tested upon arrival or thereafter.
We are very much aware that some of the protocols we have now will be modified because of persons receiving vaccines before arrival and when we in fact in Dominica would have begun the COVID-19 vaccination.
400 blood samples have been collected by the Primary Healthcare Services and the National Laboratory as part of a community testing drive.
The community testing was conducted among elderly homes, frontline workers to include our own primary health care staff, environmental health officers, immigration officers, fire officers, staff of the Dominica and Seaport Authority and DDA, Discover Dominica Authority. Include also the bus drivers or hotel receptionists, and include 4 communities in Portsmouth, Marigot, Granby, and the Roseau Health districts. The samples are currently being processed at our national laboratory, and in accordance with our providing information in a transparent way, the public will be informed of the result as soon as it is completed.
4 imported cases of COVID-19 over the weekend have pushed up the number of active cases in the country to 9. The national epidemiologist says these individuals are Dominicans returning from the United States and Guadeloupe.
They have had PCR results, a valid PCR results prior to their travel to Dominica. They were tested positive on day 5 of screening at our quarantine facility. They have been in the facility since they arrived in Dominica. Case number 1 and case number 2 are family. They are a 40-year-old father and his 12-year-old daughter. They returned from the United States. Whereas case number 3 and case number 4 are part of another family. They are 20-year-old mother and her 40-year-old son. They returned from Guadeloupe. All 4 of them are asymptomatic at this time. To date, 87 cases have successfully recovered and there have been no deaths. It should be noted that over the last month, a total of 14 cases were detected and all were imported ones.
Staff at Dominica's National Laboratory continue to maintain quality standards as they continue to rise to the challenge posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. 8 months into the fight against COVID-19, the lab has tested over 7,000 specimens. It's the only facility on Dominica doing PCR testing. The lab supervisor says quality remains a top priority.
As part of standard laboratory practice, we have employed quality indicators, which are monitored on a regular basis. Some of the monitors are quality control, turnaround time, and external quality assessment. Every test run is carefully controlled with external and internal control material. Testing of client specimens can only proceed if controls are within expected ranges. Our records indicate that in excess of 95% of the times, we've been able to provide clients' results within the stipulated turnaround time, and that is within 24 to 48 hours of receipt of the sample in the laboratory. While we have been able to satisfy our turnaround time thus far, extended reporting timelines can occur when there is an unusual increase in specimens, especially during periods of contact tracing. An integral component of quality is external quality assessment, where laboratories are assessed on their proficiency in conducting various tests. This is done by an external body. We at the National Lab have participated in external quality assessment conducted by the World Health Organization and have returned perfect scores on those assessments.
The staff is small and sometimes the workload can be challenging, particularly when contact tracing is required.
In terms of our human resource, the molecular unit at the National Lab operates with a small team of trained professionals with support from the wider lab staff, from the lab superintendent to the housekeeper. Everyone is important in the process. Staff has shown great commitment and dedication and have gone way beyond the call of duty to ensure that the lab delivers on its commitments to clients, which is to provide quality results in a timely manner. The surge of cases in Europe and North America has had a direct impact on material resources. As the number of cases increase globally, so too will the demand for testing resources. During the peak of the first wave of the pandemic, we experienced a situation where manufacturers were unable to meet the demands of supplies globally. A similar pattern is evident in the second wave of the pandemic. This means that we will from time to time experience delays in receipt of supplies. This reality should motivate us to be even more vigilant in adhering to public health requirements to ensure that our practices do not put others and ourselves at increased risk. Every new case demands contact tracing, and this can quickly deplete already scarce resources.
This is Channel 5 News. Coming up, a warning from the police for citizens during one of the busiest weeks of the year.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid. But there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This is undoubtedly one of the busiest weeks in the world, and the police is again reminding Dominicans of the need to adhere to the health protocols to mitigate against the spread of COVID-19. Assistant Superintendent Anthony Lawrence says COVID-19 is still considered the most serious threat to national security, an invisible killer which can spread from one person to another without notice.
This week is expected to be one of the busiest. Traditionally, on the 24th of December, Christmas Eve, the city of Roseau do come alive. Many people are expected to converge on the city of Roseau and on the town of Portsmouth to do their last minute Christmas shopping. Recently, it has been observed that people continue to go about their business with little regard to the protocols, thus increasing the likelihood of the spread of COVID-19. Let me take this opportunity to remind you that each individual must make an effort to wear a mask, sanitize, and observe the social distancing guidelines.
The face mask requirement is still mandatory and there are penalties.
It is the responsibility of everyone to comply with this requirement. While the police have been very tolerant during this week, police officers will be called upon to strictly enforce this requirement. The penalty for not wearing a mask is $75.
The police have also implemented a number of control strategies to prevent illegal movement across the country's borders.
Persons who engage in this activity seems persistent in their trade. They can only do so because they do not value their lives and that of others. Only today, we learned that a vessel carrying 11 people encountered difficulties off the coast of Martinique. 3 people have been rescued while the others have not been found. We have arrested about 42 people who allegedly come into the country illegally. We will not relent and will continue in our effort to combat and prevent people from leaving and entering Dominica illegally.
An opportunity to broaden their knowledge and to experience a diverse culture, tradition, and language. Just some of the reminders given to 10 lucky students who will be pursuing university education in Cuba starting January. Minister for Education Octavia Alfred had some choice nuggets of advice for them in terms of managing their affairs while in Cuba.
You're also going out there to be ambassadors for your country. Represent 767. Represent Nature Island. Represent Dominica. Represent a people in spite of challenges, a resilient people who knows how to win, because we always win. It means you will be trained to be a global citizen, able to function and excel in a globalized environment. I urge you to make the best of this opportunity. Do not squander the chance that has been given to you to make a success of your life and ultimately contribute to nation building. And educate yourself about how the world's economy is going now. And while I ask you not to squander that chance, I beg you not to squander your finances too. Hold your money tight, because you just do not know what the next month is going to bring. Somebody said to me, we are happy that 2020 is coming to an end. I say we just do not know. Because somewhere in 2021, we might be apologizing to 2020. You just do not know. You might say, 2020, I so wanted you to go. But 2021, I wish it was 2020. So we just do not know. Because as you'll know, things are so unpredictable now that even if you might see you have a good change in your hand, I admonish you, do not squander, because you just do not know what the next month is going to be like. So on behalf of the government and people of Dominica, I extend congratulations to you, and I wish you every success as you embark on this stage of your professional growth. You're going to Cuba with one thing in your mind. You're going to come out a graduate in the field that you are sent to study. Go with that in your mind. Fight for that. Spend time on that. Concentrate on that. That is the purpose of you living here.
And the group Non-Stop Praises Ministry, headed by Director Heston Charles, has been at it again this year, bringing Christmas cheer to residents of the Grotto Home Community Hostels Incorporated. This year, country music artist Julian Revere and the Stephanie James Project collaborated with Non-Stop Praises on that yearly mission for the less fortunate. Residents were treated to Christmas music and some goodies.
You would know that every year around this time, it's Christmas time, and it's a time for giving, a time for sharing, and Non-Stop Praises, that's what we're about. Our tagline is love for all. And so often when people think of love, they think of how they can receive something. But love is more about giving, and hence the reason why every year we go out sharing good tidings, we go out sharing love, and it gives us great pleasure and delight to do that. And we write to the various members of the corporate community to come on board with us, to collaborate with us. And I'm happy today that just in the week I spoke with Julian Revere, because Ainsworth Irish told me that Julian Revere always comes here, and Julian Revere will be happy to collaborate with Non-Stop Praises. So let's put our hands together for Julian Revere, because he's always coming here and doing this, and I always maintain it's only what you do for God that will last. So I always feel very delighted. We always feel very delighted when people can join with us, when people can collaborate with us, Non-Stop Praises, for the enhancement of the kingdom of God.
wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. And I'll have a Merry Christmas with me and Jesus in paradise, where the spirit of Christmas is everywhere, so green and nice. And in a stupid vacation in some other region that's cold as ice. Just give me some turkey and beef that's smoky and I'll be alright.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
To end the news, the headlines again. Dominica joins other CARICOM states in urgent meeting on new strain of the COVID-19 virus in the UK. Another warning to the public to adhere to health protocols this week with active COVID-19 cases in Dominica at 9. And Non-Stop Praises Ministry collaborates with country music singer Julian Revere to brighten up Christmas at the Grotto Community Hostels Incorporated. You may access the news on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thanks for watching. Join us tomorrow.